Hey everyone, we're back for another stream day. It's exciting. Just completed a game of ABBA mining. Well, there's more ABBA strip mining at this point on Jess's stream, so that was awesome. So we're going to go ahead and fly back to No Water and figure out what we're going to do today, because I don't have any plans. Well, I have very minor plans, and that's all involving putting torches in Jimbo's caves, because I don't actually have any formal plans. So let's figure out which way we need to go and head off in that direction. Also, it might be nice to actually have some music playing at the same time, because we are professional and ready to go. And of course, it's going to probably jump into a song list that stream day. Here we go. Play. Turn you down. So we were helping out Jess with his brand new base area. And let's see, we need to go southeast. Getting some terraforming done. How's everybody doing this evening? Yeah, I wanted to do some actual building on stream, but I don't have anything planned yet for my next episode. We're going to be going to be building actually the next Robot Master area, and I haven't put her stuff together yet. I have a general idea of what I want to do, but I have to plan it out. I've actually been working on a lot of stuff for the modded series that hasn't had an episode in a while, so hoping to get to that pretty soon. But I've been struggling with actually creating a starter house, because I don't really build starter houses, or at least I haven't in a long time. Obviously in Channel 64 we had something a little weird with the Met, but like a traditional starter house cottage type thing, that's not really something I build. So trying to kind of keep up with the level of aesthetic that, you know, people come to expect with starter houses. It's been tough, but especially with the new blocks, like in a modded series where there's just so many blocks to work with, that it's almost like choice paralysis at that point. You don't know what to really use, and it gets overwhelming at some point. So I've tried to mostly use vanilla blocks and then kind of incorporate some of the newer things. I actually found some pretty good gradients last night that I was using with the I had a stripped spruce, and then since we're doing Tech Reborn, there's the rubber trees, so we have like a stripped rubber tree, which is kind of like a mid-tone, and then the like a mangrove, unstripped mangrove log that it really blends nice. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, and I was trying to get Jess to build a portal on the roof, because this would be much faster if we could travel in the Nether. So this ocean is very large. Ah, here we go. Here is the Yeti, and then we've got our Hall of Memories. Hey, Jess, I just realized you forgot to give me the stream record. So you're going to have to find me and get that to me. So yeah, not a lot's been going on. Like I said, you know, we built this shop a couple episodes ago, and then we've been working on the mega base, you know, terraforming stuff around there. So I've had a lot of experience in terraforming recently. A little too much if you ask me. So what I want to do is restock myself on some rockets. So we have some options. We can go kill the dragon. I made some end crystals earlier. We could definitely play some of the scrapyard game if we get enough people on. We have 3 people right now. But my initial plan, like I said, was go to Jimbo's base and torch up the caves just to help him out because, you know, new base and, you know, those caves are going to be nuts. So let's head on over to the mega base right now and dump off all of the stuff that we got helping out Jess. And also we got these guys. So I've been having tons of animals kind of fly through my portal here and basically just get stuck in the nether. Oop, that's Silk Touch? Okay, good. So I think it's time to drag these guys back through. All right, everyone back in. Go. All right. Shoo, away from the portal. So here's our wonderful Creeperman area that we built or finished last episode. It's fantastic. Love it, love it. Love the trees. Probably going to build some more trees out in this direction at some point. That music's kind of loud. There we go. My favorite part about this storage system is just literally throwing everything into it. Let's see here. I'm actually going to put that away separately. Actually, I think today we may end up digging out one of these sides. I need to move this guy. He's kind of in the way because these are going to be different exits to the storage system. So we got one this direction. Then, of course, my to-do wall is also in the way as well. Probably should expand the storage over here because I think, yeah, I think we're full up on dirt. Need to maybe make one for grass or something. That could be something we do as well. Okay. definitely want to get into more farm building though, because it's been a while since we've done some farms. Mostly just the tree thing. The tree farms are the last things we built. I still have this farm in a box that I've been meaning to put together for a while. This is I think it's like 12 to 16 layer moss farm, which is pretty awesome. I think by dark, if I remember correctly. And very fast. I built that on the Nerdcraft server a while ago, and it just kept me really stocked up with bone meal. I really don't need this. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our torches and head on over to Jimbo's. And now that I put that shulker box away, I'm probably going to need some more actually for... I'm not going to try to take any ore out of those caves as well. That's going to leave that for Jimbo, but in case we run across something we want, I think that should be good. Top up on food. All right. Let's head on over to where Jimbo's going to be building his mega base. Oh, is music not playing on the stream end? Fun. Okay. We're not missing a whole ton. Let's see here. It might be just quiet. Because if I turn down, let's see here, if we turn down the audio on the game. Of course, the song just ended. Yeah, I see it coming through. It's just quiet. Here, bump it up a little bit. Actually, we can just turn the game sounds down a little bit too as well. All right, so Jimbo's, I believe, is right here. Oh, he's done some work. It's a very cool, like, kind of basin in this giant, you know, circle of, I guess it's just mountains or something, kind of in the base here. Very cool. So let's hit our light levels. And let's find a cave. I believe he had a, there was a dripstone cave in the corner. I think over there. Just want to make sure nothing's going to sneak up on him. Man, I love this thing. This is really pretty. All right, let's sleep away the night. So it looks like he's already started kind of getting some of this lit up. All right, let's see here. There's a cave. Wait, that's not the same one. As that doesn't connect to anything. Let's see here. Oh, it is, I see. Okay, we have to break through the bottom. Gotta love these noodle caves, Mojang. They're so freaking small. Okay. Kind of sucks this weekend. I've been kind of feeling sick. Getting something. I had like a fever yesterday, which made me think I was coming down with a cold or something. But then, like this morning, been fine. Although this afternoon, I started getting achy again. No fever though, so I'm not really sure what that is up with that. But that kind of sucks. Yeah, I agree with you, Jess. The slices that they have there, those cave slices, are just really annoying. It's hard to light up. It's hard to navigate through. I mean, I get it. Like, there's some caves out there that are like that. But this is a video game. Not everything has to be, like, extremely realistic. I think it's, you know, functionality over realism sometimes. Oh, hey, did you know that there is deep dark down here? So that's fun. Well, and of course I didn't bring my ender chest with me to get my hoe out. Well, we may need to make a trip back up to the surface to get a hoe to get some of that stuff. Because I need to take the shriekers out. Diamonds! I love this song. This is like my favorite song to use for a time lapse. My all-time favorite song. I remember, like, in the first few months of the server, I used to spend a ton of time under no water just lighting up caves and stuff. I've gone pretty far, too. Like, what is this mine shaft, man? This is, like, all messed up. Sounds like we got a spider spawner nearby. It's around the corner. Nope. Is this the center room? Maybe. Yep. There we go. I will be careful. I will not break anything that, you know, we're just going to torch any spawners that we find. Okay. Hey, friend. That literally phased me. That didn't phase me at all. It reminds me of, like, Stewart from Mad TV. Look what I could do. And he blows up, and then it's like, cool. Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. Oh, dungeon. Dead end? Maybe goes up this way. I think that's a dead end. All right, Ellie, thank you for joining us today. It's been fun. I like that with the gold ore. That looks really cool. Hey, thank you, Twin Wolf. It's been a while. I miss playing with you. I was really sad to see, you know, Collusion couldn't continue on after this last season. I understand it's expensive to run a server. I say that as as I literally have a server for people to play on that no one plays on. It is what it is. I should probably send you an invite to the modded server I've been using for Monsters and Mechanics. It'd just be fun to have people on there, not necessarily making content or anything, but you know, still be fun. Oh, my inventory's full. Stop. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, send me a message on Discord. I've been trying to so a little bit of spoilers for I guess the next episode of my Monsters Mechanics series. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is implementing Taterzins into the game. So what that is, it allows us to have like NPCs that look like players, and you can make them walk around and kind of interact with things and do all that. So I definitely want to get like, you know, people, if they want to, you know, be like, hey, just comment your name and your Minecraft name, or just say, hey, I want to join in to walk around or whatever, like as an NPC, and then we'll just add people in as an NPC. But I also want to get, like, I was trying to get more content creators on there. Hey, Jimbo, talk to you later. Thank you. Nice to see you on there. Miss him. But yeah, trying to get like more, even just content creators outside of Channel 64 in to play just together. I was hoping it would be like a good way like to network and just kind of chill and hang out. But I get it. Like, you know what? It's hard to do multiple series at once, and it's hard to make a commitment where, you know, you're going to say, oh, I'm going to play for this much time or whatever like that, you know. And to be fair, like we have like, you know, Peeporp in there and Tarek and stuff, and there's just too much going on. Like there's, Peep's got, his Vault Hunter series, which is, going well, and, I'm sure it takes up a lot of time. I had a Vault Hunters thing I was trying to start. It was with some of the old Nerdcraft folks. I just didn't have time to make content for it. And so, like, now I haven't been able to make content for it because I have Channel 64, I have the modded series, I have a hardcore series. It's sort of... that scared me. It's sort of... it's just like three things. I'm surprised I haven't gotten that yet. It's a lot of... It had 4 series if I did... the Vault Hunters stuff as well. Vault Hunters is fun. It's so grindy, though. And I just haven't really been able to invest any time in it. But yeah, it's hard. But I wanted to, like, at least, like, have people just casually play as if, like, at least to be on there in a while. The problem is the server that I'm on right now, the modded server that I'm running, no one else has been on for like over a month. So, which is fine. Like, I'm not faulting anybody. Everybody gets busy with things, and certainly if time doesn't permit, then that's perfectly fine. It was mostly just an open invite. It is still, like, disappointing sometimes. And I know the same thing happened with Collusion and stuff where, people get really excited in the beginning, and then it's like after a while you kind of get burnt out, or you just, like, it's not as exciting anymore, and so you want to move on to other things that are exciting. And honestly, you should do that because life is short, and you gotta just spend it as best as you can, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So it's disappointing sometimes, but you move on with things, you start new things. I mean, I don't know how long that modded series is going right now. I mean, we only have 1 episode, and it's been like a couple months. So I need to see how long I want to carry that on. I still want to play around with Create a bit and mess with that. And I have some cool stuff I want to do with Create a little bit later. Mostly just like decorating things, but make some farms and do that. I've been having a bad habit of adding a lot of different mods constantly to that series, and so, like, the mods that we started with are not even close to the mods that we have now. It's just there's a lot of things. I have been really lucky so far that we have not had any shriekers. Yeah, and it's really hard to, like, find servers that people aren't getting burnt out, or, to get people motivated. I think that we have a really good setup here in Channel 64 because Arrington and lots of people. Oh, hey, thank you. I heard a sound and I don't know what that was. Maybe a subscriber or something. I appreciate it. I'm looking at Streamlabs and I can't see my actual YouTube chat. No, nor the notifications. Not set up to do streaming very well. I've only done it like twice through YouTube. But yeah, it's like Arrington for sure. Like, and I don't want to just credit him with all the admin stuff. There's been a lot of people that have been teaming up with admin, but the fact that the organization on Channel 64 has been so good, I think that's really what helps keep people motivated and keeps, like, the server going. Is we have meetings every month. We regularly talk in chat in Discord. Like, it's just constantly like that we're talking to each other, and so that really helps out. It's not just like you're gonna have a bunch of people that you play with and then all of a sudden everybody disappears. Now, that's not to say that, like, not everybody is, people do become inactive for different reasons, whether they have stuff going on in their life, whether they're just feeling burnt out, whether they have other things that they're working on right now, and that's perfectly fine. But at least we kind of, like, stay pretty close together as far as keeping in regular contact and all that. So, I mean, I think that really helps. It's certainly different than some of the other servers I've been on. Like, I know, like, the last one I was on, Nerdcraft, they are planning their season 3, or at least they were. I had to run the server last season. I had to actually pay for the hosting for it because our the guy that runs Nerdcraft, who's ahead of it, Maxi Man, he had some stuff going on in his life, and he couldn't take care of it for whatever reason. And so I offered to do it for, you know, the year. I was hoping that he would take it over after a certain period of time, but it was the whole year. And so it was just like, okay, like, I can't do this forever. And so I kind of like passed it over to him, like, okay, now it's handing it off to you. You know, you need to run with it now. And unfortunately, like, their season 3 planning, they haven't had any chatting going on for the last 3 months. So I don't know what's going on there. I've talked to, like I said, the other server mates who have started that, like, Vault Hunter stuff. And I don't know if they're confident that it's coming back. Just because, you know, it's just getting the other people motivated to do it. Which is unfortunate. And there's a lot of servers that go through that kind of stuff. And it's hard to see it. You know, I like playing with them. It was also one of those things where people were very motivated in the beginning, and then, you know, life happened, and whether it's like demotivation or like they get sick or they have, you know, other life things going on, having kids, you know, you name it, it's just kind of gets in the way sometimes. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but you just keep trying, and eventually you find that group of people that you can play with that are going to be there, you know, each season or however long you guys do things. And yeah, it just takes time. It's a little bit frustrating sometimes. Yeah, I had Twitch. I was going to originally stream on Twitch, but I don't really have a lot of growth there. I thought for sure, because I do that Orange Lounge radio show, so I've been doing that for 20 years. It's like a video game radio show and podcast. You know, so I thought, oh, hey, you know, people know me from here. They've been listening to me for like 20 years. I'm sure a lot of that stuff will just kind of, you know, they'll just follow me. Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. Not everybody's into Minecraft. So it was just, yeah, I decided to do YouTube because I have my videos here, and I figured this will help grow the channel a little bit. I've been doing some experimenting with other things to try to figure out how to monetize my channel, or even just get people to see my content. You know, been talking with people to look at my channel and see what I can improve. I have, you know, definitely stuff I need to work on with, you know, SEO and stuff like that. Hey, Jester Hester, welcome in. Thank you, Jess. Yes, the show is fun. It's unfortunate that's at the end of the day on a Sunday, like, because I'm exhausted by then. Like, I used to be, like, way more motivated and stuff. Sometimes it's just like, ugh. It's like, we'll do the show, but I'm tired. That's just being old, I guess. It's down here. I hear skeletons. Where are you? That's a pretty big cave. Okay. At least we're getting to some new caves here. I was starting to, like, kind of double back, triple back on myself. Oh, I think this is probably my second favorite time-lapse music. Venture. I love this song. This one, it holds fond memories for me, because this was the one that I finished my, well, not finished my mega base, but like finish the initial build of my mega base, because I was gonna always expand it, but like my mega base in CollusionMC was the Ninjago city, basically the official Lego set type of thing. Except I made some small changes to it, but I remember this is the one that I finished it, and it just came out well. Ugh. I'm getting all emotional just thinking about it. Whew. Yeah. It just, that season, holds a lot of good memories for me, for sure. Oh, I don't know what I'm getting choked up about. Oh, good. It's one of these tiny caves. Yes, that... I think that's what's doing it. That was amazing. Yeah, the Tango visit for sure. Highlight of streaming on YouTube, or making YouTube content for sure. We don't really keep in touch very much. He's very busy. I'll send him like updates every once in a while, but he doesn't respond most of the times. It's usually just which I understand. I mean, like, you probably have like hundreds of people messaging you about different things. Yes, Jess, I did get more of my starter house done. I started, he's referring to my starter house I was talking about for the modded series. I did get some more of it done. Progress is being made, for sure. I was up till like 1 in the morning yesterday doing that. And it's pretty good. I think we'll have it done probably today, maybe. I'm hoping. So I can get to actually filming stuff on there. But yeah, it's coming along. I found kind of some wood gradients that worked, like I said, with the strip spruce, and then I've stripped rubber tree and then mangrove. So it was working. Yeah, it was a great memory. You know, ironically, I thought for sure that, like, hey, you know, we have our hermit in one of our episodes, that would be some sort of bump to like viewership on that episode. Ironically, nope. Nobody cares. And it's hard for me to watch that episode. Like, it is a great memory, but I also remember how nervous I was. And it's like, anytime I watch that, it's just coming back. All the memories of like how nervous I was just coming back, and like how, like, I was like, oh, I wish I did that differently type of thing. Like, I don't even know what I would have done with him, you know, on there. Like, we built a wall because, like, I was like, well, we can't do redstone because that's kind of hard to just do impromptu redstone. I'm like, well, and then he doesn't really do building, so it's like, what do I do? I don't know. It would have been more planning, would have been nice, but yeah. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Like, seriously, if you haven't watched it yet, go back. It's CollusionMC Season 1, Episode 4. It's Takes Two to Tango. And yeah, it was an episode where we got Tango. I convinced him to come on the server because I was in contact with him through, there was a charity that he was working with for the Seattle Shakespeare Society, which is weird because he doesn't live in Washington, but I guess they reached out to him or something. And so there was something involved with that, and then I was able to get him to come on for a couple hours, which is great. I just wish I was less nervous. It would have been fun to, like, if we could have got him on, like, this season of, like, Channel 64 or something like that. At least we would have had stuff to play, you know, like, he could play the mini game, you know, check that out and stuff like that. I know he's a fan of making mini games and stuff, so it would have been fun to show off that. But it's cool, though. I showed off the redstone. I built him a giant marquee that basically animated his logo in, which was pretty cool. Like, it's all custom stuff that I built based off of, like, it was a video that Mumbo made regarding a thing that made letters. Like, or I think you could make words. It was like it printed letters. And so I kind of took, you know, what I learned from that and made it into a thing that displays the logo and animates it and stuff. And then I made it into a, no, Tango doesn't have an episode about that. I don't. He wouldn't promote a smaller server. That's not Like, me, I'm sure he does his, like, Titancraft stuff, but, like, he's not going to make an episode coming to our server. Like, no one gives a crap about that, unfortunately. Some, like, no-name server at the time, you know, it would be cool. I would love to have anybody on, honestly. Like, just, I don't know. Like, even, like, some people, like, I don't know. Like, even, like, former, like, hermit people or... Wait, why are you still here? I thought I lit this up. What's this? Oh. Okay. Is another one? How many of these are in here? Like, okay, so we have one there. Well, where's the other one I just had? Okay, so one... Oh, there's a spawner. Weird. Okay, I'm surprised that we ran across another dungeon all really fast. Yeah, I don't know if it'll let you post a link to the episode in chat. I can do that, though, I think. One sec. But if you're looking for a link, I have started now putting links to my favorite episodes on every single episode that I make. Including, I think this live stream has it in the description. But it's, yeah, just, you can find it there, because that's definitely a highlight. Also did a short about it. Did a build time-lapse of the short. Where is it? Here, we'll just go here. And where are you? There we go. CollusionMC episode 4. Okay, where's my chat? Sign in the chat, but I'm already in chat. Here we go. There is a link to the episode. It's super fast grind mode time, or build mode, whatever you want to do. Yeah, we're going to end up wandering around until we get the dud space here. I hear you, baby. Speaking of Scar, I want to do, well, I'm probably going to make, or I think for the future season, I want to do a theme park. Not necessarily a Disneyland type theme park. I think more of an actual, like, theme park with roller coasters and stuff like that. I think would be fun. I know that baby is going to drop on my head at some point. Hello. Let's see. Ouch. I think this is all lit up. Yeah, so let's talk. Let's see. You'd like to see the baby. I didn't see the baby, and I'm fine with that. So yeah, next episode. So we're gonna be building or at least the plan is to build the biome for Axolotl Woman, who is going to be the next robot master that we're going to be adding to the game. And she is basically kind of in charge of, like, like commerce stuff, because originally the name I wanted to use was the Emerald Axolotl. It's supposed to kind of have like villager stuff, so like, you know, think of like villager farms, trading hall, and kind of lush cave things. So obviously we need to build an axolotl farm. We're gonna need probably, you know, I'm gonna build some more of those crop farms that we have, similar to back at the starter base, you know, a couple wheat farms. I need to build that moss farm. That's supposed to go in her area as well, because it's kind of lush cave themed, which is why I've been holding off on building that. The problem is I need to figure out what it's going to look like and where everything's going to go. It's supposed to go kind of above where Creeper Man's area was, basically kind of up on the hill. Originally I wanted it right above, but I don't think that's going to look good with the big tree and all the tall trees I have in the area. I think up on the hill, and then some like aqueducts maybe pouring down into that area as well. I don't know. I have like an idea in mind. There's a map I've seen. It was like a steampunk city, and it had like these really cool aqueducts. I kind of want to mimic something similar to that. Not necessarily steampunk, but just like with the aqueducts. And I believe they also had, in that map, they had axolotls in those aqueducts. So something like that where they'd be swimming around. Maybe even get a squid farm in there or something. I don't know, just put all the farms. Just build every single one. Ah. I have no idea where we are. Let's see. Okay, so we're down here now. How far away from Jimbo's place did we end up? I think it hits on the other side of this. Okay, so we're not too far off. That's good. We have a lot to get to, though. Probably need to go back to the surface and come back down again, because I need to get these caves. I'm kind of getting off track over here. Where'd you come from? Oh, up there. I also want to get more Mega Man stuff kind of built in there as well. I was doing farms that were kind of covered with, you know, enemies from the Mega Man games. I still want to make some more of those. Originally, the Nether shop was almost going to be the dragon from Mega Man 2. That was hard to make, and it wouldn't have made a good shop. So I ended up not going that route, because that would be too difficult. But I do want to do some more of those. I like how the farms came out. Obviously not something as big as the octopus, but, you know, maybe the anglerfish. Anko. Yeah, more building the nether. I need to do that. I probably need to build up a new nether portal or something like that. Or at least design something around that. I think I was going to do that once I'm closer to being done with everything. But certainly want to do that. Need to build an actual mega base that's going to go on top of the mountain. Because I can't just live in the storage system. I mean, I could just live in the storage room, I guess. But I probably shouldn't. I was going to do Dr. Wily's castle. And then I wanted to incorporate that kind of a similar style marquee that I had in CollusionMC that I made for Tango, but do that with the either like a Dr. W, or I don't know if I want to like theme it around me and put like Loki or something in there. I haven't decided. All right, I need to get out of this cave, I think. Let's see, do we just dig straight up? I'm surprised I haven't seen many diamonds in here either. Typically, you'd see some. We've seen one. Oh, here we go. It's opening back up again. Oh, okay. Here's the skulk again. I want to go more north to get under where his base is going. Okay. So we're going to head to the surface and see if we can get down to where there's actually more caves, because I think we're getting a little too far away. I hear caves right here. Is that going to take us where we want to go? Yeah, a little bit. And we can dig into that, I guess. Where am I? Oh, it's 6 straight ahead. Okay. Oop. Okay. How does this even go anywhere? Oh, it goes straight up. Okay, well, I can go up here, I guess. Oop. There's a geode. And a skelly. I'm excited to play more of the hardcore series. It's actually been pretty fun being constrained to like a small area. So if you're not aware, there is a series I'm doing that basically is it's like a hardcore world, but the world border starts at 16 by 16, and then every Minecraft day it expands by 1. So that's fun because I actually got to make my own custom data pack for that, which has been kind of fun to mess around with. I know, and this is sort of modeled after Waddles, Wadzy. I'm sorry, not Waddles. Wadzy has a similar series where he actually expands his every episode, and it's by the episode number. So first episode, or second episode, I should say, he expanded it by 1. Second, third episode expanded by 2, so on and so forth. And so it's a little bit different, but similar type of concept. You basically have to see if you can beat the game and survive in hardcore when you don't have access to like most of the resources in the game, which is kind of challenging. You have to approach things differently, which is kind of fun. I like that a lot. Oh, this is a big aquifer. If I jump down there, am I gonna be able to get back up? Maybe. Okay, so I've been down to the bottom already. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to that. That one's a little bit easier to, because I don't have to worry about building so much with that, since it's just kind of straight up playing Minecraft, which is a nice break every once in a while, not having to design a bunch of stuff to build in the game. Alright, there's almost no chance that there's not a streaker down here. Alright, well, I've already been down here. Alright, see if we can head up to the surface. I hear them. I don't see them, though. Oh, hello. Alright, let's cover this cave. That goes nowhere. All right, let's keep heading up. All right, back in the stone now. Yes, this is under Jimbo's new base. So I was lighting up caves here because I don't really need to do that under my base too much. I've been doing that quite extensively. And so I figured I would help out. It's either that or build that 16-layer moss farm. And nobody want. I don't think anybody wants to see me build a schematic. That's pretty boring. Ow. Not that this is much more exciting, but we can at least talk while we're doing it, because it's mindless. Pick. There's a big cave over there. Oh, and there's actually, I think that's the way out. It looks like a way out. So let's go in this big cave, light that up, and then we'll work our way to this cave right there. My inventory's been full for a while. Glowing gold blocks are spawners. Yeah, they're not. All right. Knock it off. Yeah, that's because I didn't eat. That was reckless of me. That's where it came in. I think we got this room all lit up. Let's see. And then that cave is up in the corner there where the copper is. This was my theme song for Season 1 of CollusionMC. It's Tarpy, Lonely If Only. And I felt it sounded cool. Back when I used to have like kind of, and I still kind of do that, where I have like songs that like kind of represent different things in different series. You know, I have different theme songs for things, but I remember I used to start off most of the episodes with this one. I think this is because I was modeling, you know, when you get first getting started, you kind of model yourself after like other content creators you see. So like, you know, Tango would have his what's the thing? I don't remember, the Jules song or whatever. It's I don't know, the Epidemic song that he plays in almost every episode, which I don't even remember if he does that anymore, but give me a record disc. Come on. You failed me, Skeleton. But I wanted a song like that too. Yeah, the only time I've used a raw blocks really in any sort of, you know, oh hey, hello. Oh, thanks. You just left me sticks. Yeah, the only time that I've really used raw ore blocks is probably in the junkyard build. I used a lot of the raw iron to kind of represent like scrap metal. It worked pretty good. I liked it. Man, how long is the slowness effect going to be for? 40 seconds! I don't feel that slow. Oh, I guess... Why do I have pants? Forgot I had that. Yeah, so record discs are fun, and I'm actually thinking of, because one of the things I want to do in like Creeper Man's area is have more explosion-based farms and creeper-based farms. So I was going to do a music disc and an actual like creeper farm, even though I don't technically need a creeper farm because I have a gas farm, but it's still fun to build them. I still may do that, but I'm wondering if I can make it so that I can toggle between music discs and gunpowder. I might be able to do that, just have like a door that opens up, you know, either campfires, or it just closes the door and then makes it so that it just, you know, it's a skeleton that shoots them or something like that. So I might do that, like a combo music disc and gunpowder farm. I wanted, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, but I wanted to do originally TNT fountains in the Creeper Man area. It's supposed to be like the Bellagio in Vegas, where they have the giant, I think it's the Bellagio, where they have the giant like fountains that they have synchronized like sprays to like music and stuff like that. But I wanted to do that with TNT being shot up into the air. I don't know if I could do that. That might be a little on the dangerous side. But it would be cool if I could do that. Practical? No. Safe? Definitely not. Yeah, not to spoil Jess's episode, but I worked. He didn't really challenge me, but like he had a scenario where he had to build a farm without having access to something, and so I came up with a design that worked to basically move mobs up without soul sand, and it was a fun challenge, and I'm glad that I was able to put it together. And I can't wait to see it in his episode. I don't know. I mean, I can understand why people haven't done that because I think back when soul sand wasn't a thing, you could just put mob's head in water. They didn't sink like, skeletons and zombies didn't sink back then. They would just float, I think, in water. And so once they made that change with soul sand, where soul sand would actually cause bubble columns, then I think that's when they made the zombies sink and the skeletons sink and creepers still float because they're not undead. But it was a fun challenge, and now I know how to move mobs uphill in the water stream, which is kind of cool. I don't know where I'm going to use that, but it's a thing I know now. I wonder if that works with boats. That would be kind of interesting to check that out. That's the other thing too. When I want to do like an actual like theme park build, I do want to have like a log plume ride or something like that. It would be with boats. But I think you can do that since you can pick up boats with mine carts when you're in the boats. So, oh, I think we found our way out. Not before we're going to get attacked by a creeper. I mean, we must be close to the surface since we've got grass. So just finish off this cave here. I think this is going back down again. Yeah. I mean, these caves go on forever, so I guess we're never really finished, are we? Alright, let's go down this cave a little bit, and if it opens up again, then I don't know. I wanted to go back to the surface to drop stuff off and to get that hoe so I could go back down where the skulk was. But I'm thinking this is going to open back up again. Okay, so someone's been down here. Oh, here we go. Big old cave. Yeah, I see you behind me. So is anybody excited for any movies coming out this year? I mean, next week for sure, I'm going to be going to see Ant-Man Quantumania. Looking forward to that. But then there's also a lot of stupid movies that I'm really interested in seeing. Like I just saw the trailer for Strays, which looks really dumb. It's an adult talking dog movie, which the premise is just ridiculous. And then, of course, Cocaine Bear. I mean, that's a must-see. I don't really know what else is coming out MCU's Phase 5 this year. I hear the baby. I don't see the baby. Okay, I've been that way. But Quantumania, I'm very excited to see. I'm worried that they're going to kill Ant-Man off. It feels like they're going to kill him off. Or somebody's going to die, at least. I mean, Hank Pym, maybe, because, you know, Michael Douglas isn't getting any younger. Diamonds. I can see Hank Pym maybe sacrificing himself. Thunderbolts would be cool. I don't know when that's coming out, though. Yeah, it's loosely based on a true story. The true story is, yes, there was once a bear that got into some cocaine and went on I don't know if he went on a killing spree. He went on a spree of something because he had cocaine in his system. But, you know, I think he died shortly after that because, you know, his heart can't take that. But, you know, you gotta work up the based on true story angle. It still looks ridiculously stupid. I wanted to see, oh, what was that? Violent Night, but I never got to see that in theaters. I'll probably have to catch it on demand, but that was also another dumb one that I really wanted to see. I was going to do that with rewatching Fat Man again. I'm going to like have this collection of like bad Christmas movies. Is this all the caves yet? Have we gotten all the caves? Feels like we're getting there. Ah! I found the baby! Yeet the baby. Alright. Oh, they must be coming from a... It sounds like there's a bunch of zombies in here. Oh, they're down there. Where'd you come from? I hate that when it's ticking damage and you fire an arrow, it just goes right through it. It doesn't seem like that should be a thing. That was a big cave. I had to say, out of all the caves that I've had to light up on this server, the caves under no water are probably the best caves. They're just big and open. It's pretty easy to light up stuff. On the like south end of the server, it seems like it's just very... I don't know what you would really call these. They're not noodle caves, I guess. I don't know what they call them. Vanilla caves. Ah! Just missed it. Yeah, Jess has the right idea. Gotta get food. I am starting to get hungry myself. Okay, I see some more over there. Ooh. Where was that? Oh, up there. Is that actually a... Oh. Okay. Gotta get all the nooks and crannies. So the light thing is a mod called Mini HUD. It's I think MATLib is the one that puts that out, and there's a toggle that you can get it so that you can view what the light level is, and then set it so that, you know, anything green you're not going to have mobs spawning on, anything red they can spawn on. And so it's a valuable tool for, you know, making sure stuff is lit up. Like, I know I use it a lot when I am designing builds. I make sure that everything is spawn proof before I go and build it. So yeah, it's just a really valuable tool. I love it, especially for like caving and stuff. It makes it very easy to, you know, be able to see what your light levels are and make sure everything is safe, and you can figure out where like mobs are coming from and stuff. They've got a lot of different like things with it as well. So like in the upper left hand corner, you'll see I have my FPS, I have the Minecraft time of day, my coordinates. Also I have the sub chunk, which I don't really need anymore. That was when I was building the raid farm. And block, when I'm looking at a block, I can see what block coordinate it is, the biome that I'm in. It's all very helpful. And you can toggle different things. Like on the server here, we also have a plugin that works with it that you can see structures. So if like I wanted to, I think I can't remember what it's set to. Maybe it's J. Yeah, if I wanted to see slime chunks, I can do that too. So there's all the slime chunks, which helps for designing farms and everything. But you can set up like different structures. Like if you're building, like, say, I don't know, like a pillager captain farm or something like that, you can see what the bounding box is for that stuff. Yeah, a lot of that stuff, yeah, it's really helpful for like mob grinders and stuff like that. Make sure you don't have like light leaking in and stuff like that. Very cool. And then if you can't run Mini HUD or whatever, there's also other options. Like for example, with the shaders that we have right now, I think they even have like a thing you can do with that where, let's see here, there's a lighting thing that you can actually see light levels in here as well, which isn't ideal, but sometimes, especially when you're going to a brand new level, a brand new version of Minecraft where the mods haven't caught up yet, and they have like Iris has caught up, you can do light level through that. Like I did that in my hardcore series, the Deep Dark World, where, you know, it was on a snapshot for 119, and so I didn't have access to Mini HUD at the time, and it worked okay. It was kind of ugly. I didn't necessarily like it, but it served its purpose for a while. Let's see. I think we need to start heading back up again, because I think we've gotten all the caves down here lit up. I love this song. It's like really stupid, but it's oh, who got me like really interested? I think this Doug was playing this one. Or maybe it was Carl Sagan 42. I used to watch a lot of his Mario Maker stuff where he does like speed running things, and they'll play like a silly song like this that just like hype them up. Yeah, it's not necessarily that you don't have a good PC to run the plugin. It's more of just like the plugin the mod not being supported by the version of Minecraft that you're playing. Like, so for example, like when 120 comes out initially, not everything is going to work with it right away. So you may have like a small moment in time that you can't use Mini HUD or something like that. Although with the incremental snapshots that they're doing and everything, usually that stuff's updated pretty fast. But in the meantime, you might have to do like, you know, other mods to do the same thing basically. Like I know, for example, coordinates that Mini HUD had, I had to use a data pack before for something similar. And it works. It's just not as ideal as like having it all incorporated together. Can you run it with Optifine? I don't think you can run that with Optifine because it's Mini HUD is a fabric mod, but Optifine has their own like light level things. I know. Well, actually, I guess it depends. Like if you're using OptiFabric, you can do stuff like that. I'm not sure if Optifine has any built-in things. I know when we were playing on CollusionMC a while back, and I was using Optifine, I had OptiFabric and a light level, just a separate light level mod that basically did the same thing. Though, to be fair, that one was much more laggy. Like it was, these displays were causing a lot more frame loss than this. This basically is nothing now. But yeah, I'm sure you can find stuff. Just like look for light level mods. I mean, there's a ton of them out there. Where are we? I don't want to dig up through the mountain here. Is there like a fast way out? I think that's going to be ideal. Okay, so if I just dig straight, if I to my, yeah, let's go straight ahead and we should be able to get out this way. Yeah, and free cam is also fun. It's kind of cheaty sometimes, so like I get, you know, some people might not want to use it, but I like it. Oh, perfect timing. We are out of torches. So, man, I didn't think I'd use that many torches. I brought like 6 stacks of torches. I should probably head back to the base, or can steal some of this coal. Is that all the coal? Okay. We're gonna borrow some more coal from this cave here and make some more torches. Oh yeah, there you go, Jess. Yeah, Complementary has, that's what I was talking about with the built-in shader light level stuff. They have that. I don't necessarily like the way that one looks. It's kind of, it makes like crosses on the ground that are different colors, which is fine because it will show you the light level. I just like the numbers a little bit better, but it's still pretty good because sometimes you need, you know, to know not necessarily if mobs will spawn, but like if other things will spawn, because light level of 12 is required to not have pillager patrols spawn. So that was important when I was building my wandering trader farm. Okay, how the heck do I get out of here? I mean, I'm just going to dig out at this point because that just ends up in the water. Yeah, I'm just going to go dig out. Let's make sure that we don't. There we go. And we're out. I think that's it for like lighting up caves. We spent an hour and 45 minutes doing that. So as you can see, there's still quite a bit to go. Some of these larger sections of which we would have gotten to, we ended up wandering kind of way off course there a little bit. But I mean, it's certainly much better than it was. That's for sure. Let's leave Jimbo some of the things we found. Actually, I'll keep the skulk sensors. I don't have very many of those. Catalysts. You can have the copper. Oop. Maybe I shouldn't like trash up his storage here with a bunch of junk from the caves. Let's just let me take the overworld here. I don't think he's too far away from me. Yeah, jungle temple, that's cool. Yeah, he's just to the east and I think slightly south from where I'm at. Because I recognize these dark oaks. Yeah, if we follow the river, there's my base. Very close. So how do you install the complementary shaders? You basically drop them into your shader packs folder on your Minecraft installation. So if you just go search for complementary shaders, they'll be in a zip file. You just take that zip file and put it inside of that folder. Don't unzip it, just leave it in a zip file. And then once you have that all ready to go, then you basically select your shaders that you want. You would enable those, and then in the settings for the shader, so I have complementary reimagined, but it's similar. So it's actually the let's see here. So if we have like actually complementary here too. So if I run this, I think they're basically the same as far as setup goes. Ugh, I don't know if I like complementary. It's so weird looking. But you go into, it's going to look different in Optifine, obviously. But you would go into your shader pack settings, which I think is on the right-hand side for Optifine. And in here, I believe it's under one of these. Like, they've changed the settings around quite a bit. Let's see, other maybe starter settings. No, I can't remember what's under now, but one of these has like light level settings in here. You just have to kind of mess around with looking for that. Emissive settings. I don't know. I like the Reimagine though. I think it looks nice. It's kind of a nice balance between vanilla and the modded look. And actually with Reimagine too, they're adding more, they call them fantasy settings, which make it look more like complementary. But yeah, I've been just sticking with complementary Reimagine. I like it's a little warmer tone. But you can even adjust the tone lighting on there. Where is this now? Now I'm wondering. I don't use it very often, so let's see. Color balance. No, it's not that. This is exciting as we search through settings. Integrate PBR. I like the glowing ores. That's nice. That's a thing I have ticked on. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. Waving blocks, that's also fun. I know Jess doesn't like those necessarily, but I like it. Yeah. All right. Well, enough with settings talk because that's kind of boring. But yeah, here's the hub. I love it. It's sort of Mega Man themed. You know, we got Mega Man's head down here and just a massive storage system, which I throw everything in here as I need to put stuff away. So like this stuff right here, I'm just going to throw it in, and it will automatically sort it out for me. It goes into this wonderful system that spits it up through my multi-item sorting system. And then I've got a few back here, as you can hear. I've got a few guys that I have been pacified that I don't know what I'm going to do with. Maybe an iron farm at some point, though we have one in town that works really well. And this is going to get expanded a little bit later, and we're going to be knocking out this wall, knocking out that back wall. They're going to go out to the outside, and then the idea is to have different biomes for each of the robot masters spread around the base. So we started with Creeper Man, because I'm building in a Mega Man theme, so we've created 8 Minecraft-themed Mega Man boss robots, basically. So Creeper Man is the first one. We're going to have Axolotl Woman up here at some point. Also have back here eventually is going to be Guardian Man. So I'm going to have to get some Guardians in here, which will be fun. I can't wait to do that. And yeah, there's going to be like a bunch of other ones that are all around here. And each one of those has different themed farms and stuff. So Mini HUD is going to be a fabric mod. If you are running Optifine, then you need to have OptiFabric. And Fabric is another mod that you're going to need. Basically, all of those would go into your mod folder in Minecraft. And so you would toss that all in there. And then Mini HUD, you would need that as well as the library file that goes with that, which is Matlib. So I'm going to show you what it looks like kind of on our end with mods. This is going to look different, obviously. This is mod menu as well. This is another mod on top of all that allows you to edit the settings without having to actually go in and edit the config files separately. So you have Mollylib. I don't know why I call that Matlib, but it's Mollylib. And this is the library file for Mini HUD. Another thing that uses this as well is Lightmatica, which we use for our schematics that puts up that kind of like holographic projection for building things. What else? Other things that we use. Replay mod is a little separate. That's for like doing the cinematic like replays of build montages, stuff like that. Sodium is what we use instead of Optifine. Taterzins will be coming soon, so that'll be fun. Zoom, because there's no built-in zoom into Sodium, we have to kind of add that in separately. And then we just have like a bunch of different things that are, you know, Iris for the shaders. I have lots of different performance mods on here, so like Fast Chess. This is basically... You don't see these opening and closing because they're not tile entities anymore, so it reduces the lag in this area. Other things, this is a library thing. 3D skin layers, that's to make my skin look a little bit more popping out. So as you can see in the outside layer, like the power glove that I've got there on my left hand, it pops out a bit because of 3D skin layers. What else? Continuity for the what do they call that? The not seamless glass, but it's seamless textures. Call less leaves, which helps with the performance with leaves rendering, because a lot of times with the shadows and stuff like that. How do you enter your mod folder? Well, you need to find where your directory is for Minecraft. So a lot of times it's in your in Windows, like it'd be user settings or users, and then whatever your user is on the computer, as well as remote. And I think like .minecraft is what it is. If you have a Minecraft launcher, like the vanilla launcher, you can go in and it will show you where your installation location is. Or Google search it on the internet. You'll be able to find it. I like to bookmark it so it's easy to get to. And by bookmarking, I mean I add it to favorites in Windows I want to say file manager, but that's dating me. What is that called? The folders. Anyways, so I bookmarked that. And then there's a folder called mods that you'll get in there when you put sodium or something like that in there. It's very complicated. The whole process of adding mods and stuff in there, it can be a little bit complicated. I think Optifine by itself will just add it'll set it up for you to do that. But I would there's tutorials out there on YouTube. I recommend check those out, and they'll walk you through the whole process of adding different mods and stuff. And then it's just going out to like CurseForge or something like that, or Modrinth to download things. But yeah, the ones, like I said, for at least for Fabric, I love having the enhanced, or was it cola sleeves, definitely helps with performance, fast chess, entity calling for Fabric, that helps with performance as well. What other things here? Performance based. Voice chat, obviously we use that on the server to talk to each other. There's also another thing that we have on the server called, well, it's not in my list because it's not a client mod, but it's audio player that allows us to play custom music tracks and custom goat horns. Like, for example, we're gonna have to turn down the music on that. So for example, let's pause that music. We have somewhere, unless I gave it away, there it is. So this is a goat horn. Oh, and I need to enable voice chat. Let's do that. So normal goat horns make a horn sound. This goat horn makes a dud sound. It's great. So they have this like on Hermitcraft and stuff like that. It's just silly. And then I've got a music disc back at No Water that plays my Mega Man theme that I built for, or I commissioned for this season. So that's kind of fun. But we're rambling on. It's been 2 hours, and I think it is time to wrap up the stream. So I want to thank everybody that came out and watched me. I really appreciate it. I know we didn't do a whole lot, but we lit up under Jimbo's base, or his new base area, and I'm sure he's going to appreciate that. Maybe next time, next stream day, we can get to play some of the No Water Scrapyard game again. That'll be fun. I had a lot of fun doing it the first time. Or even, if Dave's back on, we can play some of his Backrooms Warden game, which would be really fun. So thank you guys for watching, and be sure to check out new episodes on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because it just helps the channel, and I don't want you to miss out on any content. So I appreciate it. Anyways, good night, everyone. Thank you very much.